So the question would be, how did I hear about this company? Well, as a young girl, I used to have various skin condition. You know that, when you grow up, your skin becomes, particularly your face becomes part of you. And my skin was quite bad, to be honest. I had a lot of, pigmentation. It was discolored. I had low asthma. They call it the albatus in my language. I had a lot of acne, a lot of scars from the acne that I popped out, and they left some scars. And my skin was quite bad. And a friend of mine informed me about a product that could help reduce these problems. I remember telling him, it was a male for that matter. He was just a friend of mine, and he was just being honest with me. Who then said, made me aware of a product that was produced, which was really, really good for various ailments, including skin condition. And I said to him, oh, I don't want to hear that, because I had used various products, very expensive, and if I mean expensive, I really mean it, because one face wash was more than £50. If you think about it, how much does it cost in, in my South African currency and the like? And I was also using, they often used to say that you have to use toner, moisturizer, all these things, that made me to believe that, in order for my skin to become better, I had to use that. And I then, over the years, I thought, you know what, I'm spending a lot of money on these products, and really they are not helping. So I just developed a negative attitude towards, any product, because I believed at the time that, my skin condition was hereditary. So I had given up on, all using these different products, and I was reluctant to try and use anything new. So the question would be, what actually caused me to consider something different? Well, first and foremost, I always wanted to become educated. And hence, I was putting a lot of effort in my studies as a pupil. I was I was very competitive. I was very focused because I wanted to go to university. My dad used to make me believe that, as a woman, or should I say, as a young girl, a woman, the best battle where you can fight with the opposite sex is to be educated. And I grew up knowing that. And I grew up, being modified that I have to become educated. And I achieved that. I went up to my master's degree. I was always learning, even, PhD. I end up halfway towards a PhD and the like. Apart from that, I always wanted to be a married woman, because I believe that, it's just my belief that, I felt comfortable in being married, and then also having children, and children of my own. So as the years went by, I eventually managed to achieve that. However, I then realized that, you know what, it's not only about having those, but it's also about having a life, enjoying your life with your family. So as a result, I then, thought about, considering something that will give me some form of flexibility, to control my own schedule without sacrificing my income. I mean, obviously, I was working as a nurse. I could work as many shifts as I wanted and make a lot of money. And if I say a lot, I actually mean a lot of money, from working, part-time, from working as an agency staff. I could make as much money as I wanted to. But it was not all about that. It was about, also spending time with my family, doing things that I wanted to do, particularly because at some point, both my husband and my little daughter actually needed me. I mean, at the time when I realized that, you know what, time is running out, she was about, I would say, 5 years. 6, 7, 8, and when she turned 9, I thought, no, there is no way I can meet my family obligations and working the crazy hours that I was working, because at the time I was working about 6 days a week, about 12 hours per day. Now, when do I get time to go to church, to spend time with my daughter, to spend time with my husband, to do chores in the house? I was just working at, paying for people who could do things for me in the house. But that wasn't life. That wasn't what I wanted. That made me move away from my vision, and that was to have a family, because I grew up in a family situation. So for me, the breaking point was when my husband was diagnosed with cancer. His situation became so desperate, to the effect that the doctors were considering to do a surgical procedure on him, which was going to leave him with some side effects that were going to be long term, or even for the rest of his lives, which were very, very unpleasant. And it was so sad and heartbreaking to see my husband going through that process of grief, of losing what he was always dreaming of, and it was to be a father, a dad, and now having to live with the limitations that removing the organ that had cancer was going to leave him with. So in the middle of all that, I then remembered the product that my friend once mentioned, which was a type of product that has components in it that helps to reduce cancerous cells and many other, ailments in the body. Also helping with improving wound healing or even ulcers. And I thought, you know what? It won't cause any harm. Let me just follow this up and establish, follow up the product and find out more about it. So, my husband that eventually used the product, and it worked, but that is another story. For me, look at this. You can see some of the scars, are still, there, but there's a significant improvement in my facial condition. It was quite bad. It was bad. It was affecting even my self-esteem, my confidence. But you know what? Here I am. I don't have any makeup on, and I'm able to do this video. I wouldn't have been able to do it in the past. So I then reflected on that remarkable product that my friend introduced me to. Having said that, my friend did not only introduce me to this wonderful, remarkable product, but he also shared the lucrative benefits of the business related to this product. And I just thought, you know what? If this product was able to help significantly reduce or even eliminate my husband's cancer, as well as help give me the glowing, rejuvenated skin condition that I always wanted, I grew up always wanted, then it means this product will be marketable. Because I thought of various people that I made in my journey, in my life, who had almost similar problems. And I just thought the product will be marketable. What that means then, it means the focus could be for me to look at the business opportunity. So my friend wasn't selfish by introducing me to the, because I had done so many network marketing businesses, but I was never properly introduced to the business aspect, how I can actually make money from the, selling the product, or just from being part of the business. Never. Instead, I was introduced to the product, and I was made, aware that, okay, when you are a member, you can get this product cheaper. And as a result, when you repurchase, you'll get it far more cheaper. And that's all. But then I would then share that with my friends. And as a result, those consultants who used to discuss the product with me, who used to discuss the product with me, I actually gave them a lot of customers, because people, at the time, various things, I'm not going to go into details about that. But anyway, I then heard about this business opportunity, which was quite lucrative. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to investigate about this company. So I went and met the owners of the company. And my discovery opened up doors for me. And hence today I'm talking to you about this, because I really want to share with you the opportunity that is there, that you can also have, and we can take this journey together. So because of the product which showed the effective treatment of my husband, as I've mentioned, my husband's case, as well as my skin condition and other conditions too, that people who purchase the product from me, it really worked wonders for them. I then thought, you know what? This is where I want to be. I want to know more about the business opportunity. So the reason being, the business opportunity was going to enable me to build my exit strategy from my super demanding and lovely, to be honest, nursing job. I had done nursing for over 30 years. And I just felt it's time now for me to move on. And it's time for me to focus on what I really, 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 really want and aspire. And it's to spend time with my family, particularly in times like this. As you know, the coronavirus is quite rife now. It's depriving of people opportunities of spending with their families, and I want to spend that time with them. So this business opportunity at the time, not at this time of coronavirus, but at the time, I felt it will actually give me a smooth transition from my nursing job, which did give me a lot of money, but it wasn't giving me time. Time is something that you can't purchase. You have to experience it. And I needed the time. So it didn't only help me to have that smooth transit, or should I say exit, from my nursing job, but also to help me build a lifestyle that I really, really wanted, and that is a lifestyle with my family. So the question would be, what is it that this business is doing for me, and what am I benefiting from it, from that? With regard to the benefits, I will discuss that in a different video. But to be honest, I am so excited to have something I can build from, using my mobile phone, using my laptop, using my desktop, using my iPad, where I am. As the most important thing is to be able to work around my family needs. So I feel so blessed to be able to help others too, like you. Thanks for watching, my video. And I would be honored to help whoever who contacts me on this number below and say, Florence, I need help. I long wanted to establish my own business, but I didn't know how. So I'm willing to support you in developing your network marketing business. And also, if you want to join my business, yes, of course, I'll be able to support you in doing that, so that you can have the freedom of time to be able to work from home, from wherever you are, to be able to do this as a side, should I say, job, until you are ready to consider to take it full time, as I did. Thank you ever so much for watching my video. I will share much more information with you in the other videos that I've created, because sharing information and sharing you know our journey is the best way forward, particularly in this particular situation of the coronavirus, where now we are secluded in our houses, we are not able to go out. In the meantime, we could be building on certain aspects that we long wanted to, but we couldn't before. So, like as I say, it would be an honor for me to work with you, to help you, to support you, to guide you, to mentor you, to coach you in developing your own side business, or even a major home business. Thanks for watching my video.